Today we're going to be doing a flame test demonstration. So what we have in front of us are 5 samples. Um, the, they're in solution. We also have the powder. We're going to try the powder for today, but this is sodium nitrate. This is our first sample. The second one is potassium nitrate, strontium nitrate, barium, and copper nitrate. So the way this works is that I will be testing each sample one at a time and use over the flame using this inoculating loop, this metal inoculating loop. And in between, I'll rinse to make sure that we're not contaminating our samples. Your task is to determine or to observe the different colors that we're seeing as I'm putting them over the flame. But in addition, if you could also identify the 2 unknowns that I'll be testing at the end of this demonstration. For right now, it's best that we turn off the light. I do want to show one thing though. The metal by itself also creates a color, so just be mindful that when you're writing your observation, consider the fact that the metal by itself, without any sample in it, produces this particular color. So it is possible the sample is matching that color, but it's one of those where as soon as we test it, and I'll try to do it a couple of times at least to give you an opportunity to see the color change and record that. First, let me turn off our lights. Okay. Our first sample is sodium nitrate. So if I can pick up some of this. Let's try this. It's a little bit there. Let me try again. Yeah, unfortunately, this particular sample is not sticking as well, so we're trying to make the most of it. It was that initial color. Let's see if I can try one last time. So this is still our sodium nitrate. So yeah, sodium nitrate's a little tricky based on like the fact that we have the sample isn't very conducive to getting picked up by this metal inoculating loop. All right, next one. This is our check potassium nitrate. So here we go. Okay, much better. We're actually seeing distinct color there. In fact, I'm gonna just burn it out so I can do a rinse. So you definitely see different from earlier. Okay, rinse this off. In fact, I'm going to do another burning just to make sure that I've gotten rid of all of the previous sample. Okay. So now our third one is strontium nitrate. So let me take some of our sample. Here we go. That is our strontium. So it was that initial color. It's changing slightly now because we're kind of burning most of it off. But it was that initial color that we're looking for. So just rinse this off. Okay, let me heat this up again just to burn off as much of the remnants of the strontium. One last rinse. Our fourth one is barium nitrate. Okay, there's barium. So I'll try a few more. Let me rinse this and get our metal wet. It's easier for me to pick up as much of our sample. Here's barium again. Okay, and let me do a extra heating of our inoculating loop just to get that off. Our last one is copper nitrate. Okay, here is our copper. All right, let me rinse this. So what we're gonna do now is I'll pick two from our sample, and can you determine which one it is? Which unknown is it? So let me just want to make sure I burn this off completely. Okay, so let me move our samples off the camera. I'm going to take one of our samples. Can you identify? This is unknown number 1. So that's unknown number 1. Which one do you think it's most comparable to? And here is our unknown number 2. Let me pick up some of it. Here's unknown 2. So with that, you have your observations. You have the flame test colors for the 2 unknown. Can you determine which ones they are, as based on the 5 options that you have on this?